Hi. It is, God, you'd think that by now, before I even start, I'd just know which day it was, right? It's Monday, the 13th of November, 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So 13 in Jinshin Jitsu came into the universe meaning fertility. Love thy enemies. So the first enemy number one, is usually yourself, right? So the love starts with you, and then you can spread it out to the rest of the world. And safety interlock number 13 is located here on either side of the breastbone, right over the heart area on the left, and on either side of the heart chakra. And so this is the area in which the seed of love resides within our bodies and our beings, and this is the seat from which the love radiates out towards others, but also inwards towards ourselves. So today we have an opportunity to really resonate with that love thy enemies. And when you love your enemies, yourself and those outside of you, that is when your fertility is unlocked and unleashed. Your fertility to birth the new version of you, if that's what you want to do, or a new project, or a child. Anything that you want to bring into the world, a book, an idea. That creativity is freed when we actually open this heart area and when we can direct it inward as well as outward. So 13 is a 4, right? And 4 is the visionary. It's the prophet. It's the big picture seer. 4 is the number that gets the big picture view. It doesn't get bogged down in the details, right? It understands what the long-term plan is. It sees the repercussions of, if you do this, then that's going to happen. If you do that, then possibly that's going to happen. It appreciates this balance of the duality that we have in the universe that is always there and that is always in balance. So if you're feeling out of balance, if you're feeling out of whack, if you're feeling overwhelmed, then that energy of the 4 helps you to see the other side. Not paint a positive picture and deny the way you feel. Please, let's not get this wrong, right? But to just appreciate that the other side exists. And when you can appreciate that, what happens is you get to a place of equilibrium. And when you get to that place of equilibrium, you get to a point of stillness. And when you get to the stillness, it's from that this creative energy is available to you. 4s are about integrity. 4s are about being honest and truthful. They can also, however, have a blind spot and not be that honest and truthful. So that is also something that we want to guard against today. We have the energy of the 2, which is that beautiful nurturer. So 2 is the single 4, right? So 4 is 2 times 2. So that enables us to really see the big picture for ourselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, as well as for the world around us. And the 2 of November, which is the 11, helps us to connect with that deep spiritual essence of ourselves, and also helps us to appreciate polarity, and that we have to have self-care before we can have other care, and that there has to be a balance of narcissism, it's all about me, and altruism, it's all about you. It needs to be balanced. It's about me and it's about you in equal measure. And then, of course, we've got that beautiful energy of 2017, which is the one when we can appreciate the big picture, when we can see the balance, when we can appreciate the balance and maintain the fair exchange in our lives between self-care and other care, or narcissism and altruism, then we can truly step into that integrated being of our oneness. And 1 is about creativity. That 1 enables you to unleash that creativity into the world. Our helper for today is the 7, and 7 is the hermit. 7 also is the spiritual seeker. So 7 is about seeking something more than me. 7 is the one that asks the questions. Is this all there is to life? What is it about? Surely there's more to it than just this. So 7 is the spiritual seeker. 7 needs time alone in order to connect with that essence of who they are. So yeah, an opportunity really today for us to connect deeply to the essence of who we really are and get rid of some of our excess baggage. The villain of today is the 2. So when we have the 2 in this position, then we become blunted to our emotions as well as the feelings of others. If you are unaware of your emotions, and if you are unable to feel those emotions, they are going to go underground and they're going to sabotage you, and it usually comes out in behaviors that you don't associate with them. So, for example, high ambition and lots of drive, that can be as a result of suppressed anxiety. Now, I'm not saying high ambition and lots of drive is a bad thing. It can work for you, for sure. It's worked for me for years. However, at some point, it no longer works. And then you wonder why you can be really, I don't know, good in one area and then sabotage yourself so much in others. So that self-sabotage is very often linked to emotions that have gone underground not because you haven't fixed them, but because you just haven't felt them. In an attempt to avoid the pain, you actually put a lid on the emotions, you don't allow yourself to feel the emotions, and then you just have pain of a different sort, because then you have the pain of beating yourself up because you can't resist the chocolate, or you have to have 3 glasses of wine, or you don't get the deadline met, or whatever it is that you beat yourself up about. So please, today we have to be really sensitive to how we feel, not too much thinking, and just focusing on the feelings and allowing those feelings to be, and connecting to that light of your essence that actually in many spiritual cultures they say reside in your heart. So safety interlock 13, you can hold it, you can just hold your 13s, or you can hold your upper arms sort of midway, I can't really show you on the video, but midway between your elbow and your shoulder, you can hold your upper arms like this, or you can simply hold your index finger, and that will help you to harmonize with that energy of the 13, that love thy enemies and fertility. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.